Good morning, everybody. I'm Drew. I'm the CEO of Veep. This is John. He's the COO. Veep is an early wage access company. Early wage access gives consumers the ability to get their wages before payroll, anytime before payroll. What's unique about us is we offer this service to banks and credit unions, and we do it through our patent-pending AI models. Why EWA? I'm going to tell you something that banks and credit unions don't know but should. Early wage access is the most demanded feature among consumers that they currently don't offer in their mobile banking solution. I'm going to say that again. It's the most demanded feature that your customers are wanting that you currently don't have in your mobile banking. How do we know this? Well, I looked at the fintechs. There's these little fintechs called Dave, Cash App, and even a littler one called Chime. Hopefully you've heard of Chime. Chime offered this solution, and within the first 24 hours, they had 1 million applications. When's the last time any of you have had 1 million applications? They're growing their user base by 25, 30% a year, and the only difference between what they offer in their mobile app banking solution and what you offer is early wage access. So we are a Black Dragon Capital company. They invested in us along with 9 of the largest credit unions in the United States. Today, we're going to show you basically 2 demos. One is the consumer view, and the other is the banker view. And we did this so as not to confuse things, but I'm going to hand this over to John, who's going to begin the demo.
All right, well, thank you, Drew, and thanks, everyone, for your time this morning. So let me start off by showing there, this is an embedded application in your digital banking experience. And so what you'll see to the right is access anytime pay of $1,000. As soon as the app hits, we reach into our AI models and we actually risk score and we pull back the available funds by looking at the account data. Now, you also have the option of adding on getting payroll data as well. So now you have 2 sources of data which give you better control and more risk management. And it's a simple process. Select your company, and now you've connected. Now, we pull in your primary account. We select which account we want to deposit the funds into. We put the T's and C's in there. We confirm. And now we're at the verification stages. And we've taken a lot of time to make sure that we actually do a lot around disclosures and fee transparency. We accept, and we're done.
John, I have a question. What about gig economy workers?
Drew, it's a great question. Our AI models handle that.
That's great. You know, I see a score. It would be great if you could tell the consumer ahead of time if they had enough money to pay the bills for the month. Does that score have anything to do with that?
That is exactly what our AI models do and what this score is designed to do. Forecast when your customer or member is going to get in trouble.
Great.
So with that, let me switch over to the banker experience. And what you see here is at the dashboard is if I log in and I pull up, you'll see a few scores on here. You see an EWA score, which is comprised of those 3 scores to the right. And those scores are comprised of thousands and thousands of data points that feed our models. Now, I want you to think about the EWA score as a FICO score. And how we use that is we have something called tier policies, and I'll let Drew explain what that is.
So if you'll notice, we have different tiers, A, B, C, D, and E. A tier is the strategy that you want for a range of scores, an EWA score. Just like if you're a banker, you have different strategies based on somebody's FICO score. And for example, in Tier A, we have EWA score above 82, Tier B 71 to 82. This is where we set up our rules. So for each tier, we can set up different pricing. We can set up how much we'll allow them to take out. We can set monthly limits. We can even put the ability to look in to see if they've taken out any other EWAs from an employer or somebody else. So here's where you set up the rules. And I'm going to caveat by saying, this is not the full list of rules. Any rules that you want to create, we can create on the fly. Our entire platform is low code, no code. John.
Yeah, so to Drew's point, if you look at the policy setup, you'll see at the bottom our policy rules base. And this is where you can add any type of rule. Think of them as knockout rules, as well as kind of fraud indicator rules. And if I go into there, they're simple rules to set up. And you'll see one on there that says additional wage advances. It's a real easy kind of drop and drag system. Again, completely customizable for your program. And to kind of look at and pull this back, we have a complete no-code dashboard. So any types of reports you want, from operational to compliance to risk to marketing to product, you have all of the data that you need to set up the program, run the program, grow the program, and optimize the program. So it's something that it's very easy to do. We can do it. You can do it. It's a no-code environment. And with that, I'll turn it back to Drew.
Thank you, John. So that's our presentation. If you are an investor or a potential customer, please visit us at our booth. Once again, thank you very much. Early wage access, the highest demand solution among consumers that your credit union or bank currently doesn't offer. Thank you very much.